Coach, the city of Seattle, known for coffee, grunge music, and, of course, rain. And we're definitely going to get a heavy dose of the last of those three here tonight as you look inside a Wet n Wild CenturyLink field. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Tennessee Titans and the Seattle Seahawks.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Now third down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there. Back to throw. Fields. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's fourth down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
This is taken at the 15.
I got you, boy.
Get ready. Get ready. At their own 15-yard line.
Come on, team. Come on, team.
They'll run on first down. Dobbins. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Back to throw, Watson. Escaping the pressure right. He'll run it. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's third down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away, and he winds up only picking up a yard or 2.
On third down, Dobbins. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's fourth down. On fourth down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. Taken in at the 22. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And it'll be Titan football. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Bud Dupree. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Caught the defense off guard there a bit on 2nd and long, but now you still have to deal with 3rd and long.
Yeah, you do, but you feel pretty good about the last play, don't you? And maybe it gives you a little bit of confidence dialing up the next one, that maybe your team will believe in it when you send it in.
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on third down. From the gun, Fields. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he's got room. And he is down deep into Seattle territory. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
And he's going to ball his way down to about the 1-yard line. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be.
And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. Ezekiel Elliott, his 11th touchdown of the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. So you have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how the defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got a look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. A gain of 3, second down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
From the 41, Watson. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. They'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. It's picked up by the Titans. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. So a first quarter fumble in the rain, and this isn't supposed to let up. They've had flash flood warnings just west of here, so they better get used to this.
And it's hard to do real early in the game because you're so amped up and you're trying to do so much. You've got to get used to it, though. You've got to focus in on the ball, make sure you're taking care of it. That one cost them.
Throwing to start the drive. Fields. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Titans. DJ Moore, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Titans get the quick strike touchdown.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strike ability as we saw on that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them. This group is well organized, well coached, and extremely confident in what they do.
And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
And he is going to go down. They sack him on the final play of the first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? From the gun, here's Watson. And he's taken down. back at his own 7. Myles Garrett in there for sack number 22 on the year. And, folks, that's just a half sack shy now of Michael Strahan's record of 22.5 set in 2001. Here's Brian Anger now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And taken right at the 35. Great blocking, nearly sprung him there. 28-yard return. And the Titans are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over 1st and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Off play action. Fields. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 14. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. First down, Seattle on a pickup of 13.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Watson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Myles Garrett breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. This is brought in at the 21. Oh, I nearly broke that one. As it stands, though, a heck of a 36-yard run back. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. The 20. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there, 26 yards. On 1st and 10, Fields. This is the tight end, Fant. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Operating from the gun, Fields. Eluding the pressure right toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Demarius Randall that time there to knock it free. The line of scrimmage once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. Saquon Barkley with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that makes the score 21-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Marcus Davenport, the first rounder out of UTSA, with a sack.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now. Throwing on second and long. Watson looking deep for Adams. And got his man complete. It's a gain of 34. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. On first down, Watson buying time to his left. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Watson. And he's got the hook up to Landry. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Jarvis Landry, his 6th touchdown of the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Oh, how about this? No good. Just his 2nd miss of the year, and our score will stay right where it is. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. It's a short kick, taken near the 18. And an excellent return there as he's up to the 35 and make it the 40-yard line.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. From the gun, Fields. And a quick throw here, that's complete. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Give him 3 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Operating from the gun, Fields. Flush to his right. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
We got to get this stop here. 18, Mike, 18. Go, go, go. Watch 18.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. From the gun, Fields. He dumps it off to Barkley. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. Butker's kick here is good. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. A shotgun snap for Watson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Myles Garrett in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks. Here's Brian Anger now, standing just about on his own goal line. Fielded at about the 28. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
From the gun on third down, Fields throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Fields. And he rifles one incomplete. He was looking to get that one to DJ Moore, but it'll be 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that, 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
There goes a deep ball, end zone. Back of the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
He's not going to get me.
On 4th down, Fields. And that is going to be incomplete. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on 4th down. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Watson on 3rd down. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, 3rd quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say, maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Saquon Barkley. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
At the Seahawks 31-yard line.
2nd and 5. And his throw here's incomplete.
Well, he did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way. So he dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it. Just move on to the next play.
From the gun on 3rd down. Fields gets us out to Saquon Barkley. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the 1st. Call it a gain of 3. And that's going to make it 4th down. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. On 4th down, Fields. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on 4th down. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards there and a 1st down for Seattle. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
24, Seahawks 6.
Right back to him on 1st down. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much through the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Yeah, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, if they want to ride him down the stretch, he should have fresh legs.
Flushed out right, and that is incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
He's got his man. It's Andrews. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Myles Garrett in there to get him yet again. That is his 3rd sack tonight. They can't figure him out. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. Here we go on 4th. Watson. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Marcus Davenport and the Titans, they've got the football back, and they've got it in great field position. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll run with Elliott. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And down to the 19-yard line. First down, Titans, gain of 12. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it? They
really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
Second and 2. They'll get this out to Barkley, complete. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That leads us to a 1st and goal. It's a pickup of 8. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Back to throw. Fields. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Those INTs all sting, but you throw one in the red zone. I think especially as a rookie, maybe it stings a little bit more.
I think what you're saying is they don't all count the same, do they? Right? Interceptions in the red zone that you're giving up points now, those are precious. So you have to learn from those and in a hurry.
Jamal Adams coming up from his safety spot to make the play. They'll keep it on the ground. Dobbins. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. They had 3 yards on 1st down, just 1 yard there.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. On 3rd down, Watson. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
A good return there, 17 yards. And we have reached the 2-minute warning. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Hey, watch the left, watch the left.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that sure was pretty because the corner route is extremely difficult to defend from my perspective.
What we just saw there, is that sort of the evolution of the tight end position?
Yeah, I think it is because more...
Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. Noah Fant, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Watson now to throw. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Well, this secondary has done such a good job of frustrating these receivers tonight. Another example right there on the deep ball.
Sometimes when the sun goes down and it's just the bright lights in the stadium, puts a little extra spring in their step, doesn't it? And that's what we're seeing from the defenders. Doesn't matter whether it's man or zone, deep ball, short ball, and that was a deep one there. They're making plays on the football, contesting everything.
This is taken around the 12. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Titans will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over 1st and 10. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now defensively they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Sideline throw, that's caught by Moore. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a 1st down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Looking to throw. Fields throwing left side, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well. That one looks like he'll throw here. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Back to throw. Fields. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. The intended target, Saquon Barkley, and it's 3rd and 5. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Looking to throw. Fields. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit, boy.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Back to throw. Fields. And this is caught. He hits more. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. So this one, a Tennessee Titan victory. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for Tennessee, the streak continues as they push their mark to a perfect 12-0 now on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Mile High to take on the Broncos. Meanwhile, for the Seahawks, this could hurt